Welcome to From Loneliness to Overflow with Matina. This is a space for honest conversation, for moments when something inside feels heavy or disconnected. Each episode features practitioners and wellness spaces sharing the intention behind their work so you can feel into what resonates and discover support you can experience directly. Wherever you're arriving from today, you are welcome here. Welcome to another episode From Loneliness to Overflow with Matina. Today's conversation is going to be raw. I actually woke up with this interesting dream where I had two mics, and my thought was, one mic is enough. Why would I need two mics on a stage? And the feeling that I was having as I was holding two mics and I was talking with this beautiful individual who embodies strength, as well as sensitivity, vulnerability, honesty, dignity, discernment. And I said to her, it's for me, I'm ready to share. And the two mics to me then represent the amplification of the message. And also the recognition that it's not about me as a human. It is about the message that wants to pour through me. The healing, the alignment that wants to come through now. See, most of my life, I lived from a very masculine way. Always ready to prove myself, always ready to climb the ladder, always ready to go the extra mile. And in that, I truly didn't have the capacity to truly trust myself. And what I mean by that is like when you are always on this go, go, go train, always trying to prove yourself to something or someone else, to climb the ladder, to achieve a certain style of living, I should say. And when you're at that style of living, that you're like, okay, yes, I made it. But why do I feel disconnected? Why do I feel tired? Why do I feel so alone? So even though I was showing confidence outside, I was showing and climbing the ladder inside, there was always this lack that I was trying to fulfill in showcasing who I am. From a very masculine, logic-driven, planned, it has to be planned, it has to be executed in a certain way to achieve something. And I was really good at that. I could live that life and still continue to grow, still continue to be. And then in my journey, I was lost. Yes, that loss started when I got divorced, but that loss didn't leave me for many years until and unless I started understanding who I am at my core, what I desire, what I want to bring into my world, my children's world. And when I got that clarity, what I didn't recognize then is that I did not have any relationship with my feminine. Feminine to me was perceived as weak, as too much, as something that I can't count on. And mind you, that's the narrative that I had adapted to based on the way that I was thinking. And yes, many things that influenced that. However, it was still my thinking. I will own that. So here I am, always lived from this masculine way of being, thinking and believing and truly believing that feminine way of being is too soft. It's too much, it's too vulnerable, it's too weak. And then I got to discover my own feminine. And I'm like, oh, what? This feels weird. Is this really true that I can do this? Don't I need the masculine way? That's not the only way? Then how have I missed that part? Through my spiritual journey, I really got to build upon understanding all my own facets, all my own elements. And no, I don't show all my elements to every single one. It depends on the situation, the person, the location, all of it matters. And I'm not even supposed to share my all with everyone. I'm supposed to observe, to understand when to speak, to understand that my message that even is coming out of my mouth right now is not the human that's talking, it's the spirit in me that's transcending these words to you. So if I'm transcending these words to you, what is it in for you? Why would you even listen to this conversation today? My hope is that you actually get to discover that there's value in your feminine side. That not only the masculine side needs to thrive and the feminine needs to be silent or suffer. But here's the reality. Only you decide that. Only you can decide when and if you are ready to embrace your feminine. The feminine that was told is she's too much. The feminine that was told to be quiet. The feminine that was told that is too sensual, or that is too loud, or that is too whatever. The whole idea of too much means that something or someone else is uncomfortable when you show up as your whole, because they themselves have not given themselves permission to. I often hear from my friends, like, you have so much wisdom in you. And when you speak, there's the way that you articulate. It's so different. And it hits different. It wasn't always that way. I've always been an observer, but I've not always been the person who expresses, person who allows the guidance, the words, the downloads, the whatever you want to call it, to flow through. And this is the silly part. We can give everything we do a new name, a new technique, a new ability, and all of those things. In reality, we are doing all the same. We're either suppressing ourselves or expressing ourselves. And you decide how much you suppress or express you. So when I had two mics in my hand in my dream, it wasn't even about that message being amplified. It was about me owning my masculine and my feminine all at once. I could be logical, create a plan, and then understand that this plan is going to change. Understand that this plan is going to be shifted and created in a way it needs to, and I need to flow with that. So I'm allowing the flow state, and I'm also allowing what message am I truly bringing here today. So I want you to ask yourself this question right now. If you say that your masculine is, let's say, at an 80 to 90% right now, where is your feminine at right now? Had you asked me this question 5 years ago, I would have said, I don't know. I feel I'm okay. I feel I'm good. I feel everything is fine. The silly thing is, we cannot know what we miss when we don't even know what it is that it's missing. In that moment, I did not know, because everything was perceived to be fine. Everything is perceived as everyone is living this way. I am no different. Why would I even try to think differently? When everything is in this certain, why would I even try to think different? Why would I even try to do something different if this works? If this is flowing? So like that, you maybe not even know how much of your feminine as well as how much of your masculine you're utilizing right now, and what is actually missing from. When we embody ourselves, our energy speaks volumes even without you uttering a word out of your mouth. When you show up, alignment happens because you are in surrender. You are in flow. You are in creation of love. The ever-encompassing forgiveness that is you, that's in you, that creates you, that's with you, is larger than this perception and the perceived way of living that we are all told it should be. Think outside of this box. Where in your life have you not allowed yourself to speak up, to show up, to create from, to build upon? And when you don't know what you're missing, how beautiful is it that you are like, I'm walking this path knowing that I know nothing. I'm walking this path trusting that what I am meant to see, hear, feel, believe will be shown to me. And this is not only for the masculine women. This is also for the feminine. Because whenever there's a disbalance, when you're too much in your feminine or you're too much in your masculine, You're missing out on the healthy balance, the healthy integration of you. There's so much more to discover. So if you're too much in your feminine, there is more structure that your body wants and needs. So how can you create that balance? When you're too much in your masculine, there's more flow and playfulness that your body needs. How can you create that balance? Feminine wants to play. Feminine wants to explore. Feminine wants to take in all these little things and blessings and beings of love and light that gets us to the next level of being, that gets us to creating what love is, what love truly is, not what we perceive it is. We think that when we receive love from someone, that this is love. What about the love that you need to receive from yourself? The embodiment that I have today is because I started with accepting who I am, being silly, by dancing, by flowing, by laughing, by creating, and not holding back. Not being like, oh, if I'm laughed this much, am I perceived a certain way? If I do this, would they be okay with that? No, I'm in my own element. I own my own flow. Can I bring more balance to my masculine and feminine and create more happy journey? Of course I can. But I have now what I never had before, which is an understanding. A very tiny understanding. Very tiny understanding of what masculine means to me and what feminine means to me. And I'm saying specifically to me because this is my journey. For you, it can be something else. If my happy middle is 50-50, your happy middle can be 60 in any way, masculine or feminine. So please stop compromising. Please stop comparing yourself and thinking that you need to be a certain way because someone else is there. Just make yourself the promise that you're going to own you. You're going to love you. You're going to show up as you unapologetically. And this is for everyone alike. Doesn't matter if you are a female, a male, a binary, however you refer yourself as. For me, you're human. And that humanness is unique. That humanness deserves to bring in all of it. Your soul is first. We can change words. We can change the way that we explain things. We can change the way that we amplify and put emphasis on the words that we are saying, knowing that words can change, but the essence and the feeling won't. They won't change. Feeling and the essence of us is what we truly are. How we truly can show up and be in this beautiful alignment of life. I believe we all have a mission on this planet. If you're not only going to enhance someone's life, I sure hope you enhance your own. But there's so much magic when you show up as you, which gives everyone around you unapologetically the permission to show up as them. And when they show up as them, my goodness, life is beautiful. It's very unique. It's very humbling. It's very full. I love a full life. I love a full life. Love that you get to have if you choose to. So this dream for me amplified how when I am choosing to show up in my morning and in my day and throughout anyone I get to speak in my own balance of masculine and feminine, my voice is amplified. It goes beyond borders. It goes beyond logic. It goes beyond flow. And that is something I cannot explain by my mind. It is something that's felt by my soul. Surrender is not easy. But my goodness, is it worth it? Forgiveness is not easy. But But my goodness, is it worth it? Being ready to say yes to the parts that are unknown to yourself about you is worth it. Even though you might not even know what the outcome is on the other side. When someone asks me, why would I want to or should I work with you? The simple answer is, you'll know. That's the simplest answer. You will know when it's time to work with me. I don't need to chase you. I don't need to convince you. I don't need to tell you. You'll know. The question is not about if and why you should work with me. The question is, are you ready to listen to your soul? Are you ready to listen to the whispers that is making you even hear this conversation today? Because when you say yes, then, my goodness, life is going to be beautiful. You will not even know how different life will be in just 3 months' time, because you are owning and saying yes to understanding you first. And it's a very individualized journey. I can explain all day long what I do and how I do it. However, it's never been about what and how. It's always been about the intention that someone comes with. I've had clients who come with an intention of, I want to get rid of this pain. And I've had clients who come with, I don't know what else I can do to survive one more moment because it's too heavy. It's too heavy. And that is the moment when I say, let's put that heaviness down. Let's allow it to be light. Let's allow your light to shine through so that you can feel into the magical power that you are. I believe in you more than anything. When we as humans show up for one another and say, yes, I can help you with this, or no, I don't want to do that, we are actually living our own discernment. Then you actually get to amplify the message, the feeling that you want and need and require to express yourself in and from. Be you, my dear. Be fully, wholeheartedly you. Because when you are you, the world becomes better. We all are in our own element of love, light, and healing. We create so much. We create so much good. Not only for ourselves, but for everyone around us. The embodiment that you have is your unique embodiment. That is magic. That you are magic. So me sharing my dream of discernment today, of reclaiming my feminine and masculine and amplifying my word, is about me saying yes to my personal mission of service, to my personal mission of allowing something and someone else to understand how magical they are. And when they do that, my goodness, life is amazing. You get to be amazing. Be really, truly, wholeheartedly you. Amplify your own energy. Because the amplification, for me personally, is spreading the word wider. For you personally, and in the beginning, can truly be of you owning and embodying all of you. And only then you get to amplify it for others. You get to amplify it for others. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for creating. Thank you for being. Thank you for being curious enough to listen and to hear where you have discovered all of you and where you don't know nothing about you, and to bring in a happier balance so that you can become the playful self, the planned self, the joyful self, the created self, all of it. Divine masculine, the divine feminine belong in harmony. And while we might not truly all wholeheartedly be in the balance all the time, as long as we continue to go back there, we build from a different energy. We build from a different experience. We build and expand what we actually truly desire. That desire is you. You behold that answer. Thank you for trusting that there's more in you. Tune into what is your next step to create from. And I invite you to comment below. What is your next step? What questions are coming up for you? What's the feeling that you are having? As you heard my words, what resonated the most? And what are you like, maybe even dismissing? And that's okay. That's absolutely okay. I celebrate you wherever you are, and I thank you for tuning in. Till next time, everyone. Thank you for spending your time here. Sharing your reflections in the comments or passing this conversation along helps this space reach people who are looking for support and don't always know where to turn. Take a breath as you transition back into your day and notice what's present now. I'll meet you again next week.